Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to the Aragon Ballroom here in Chicago, Illinois for tonight's main event. 12 rounds among heavyweights between these two great warriors.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the Piters. And his opponents, fighting out of the blue corner, the Brown Bomber.
Okay, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves.
Round number one is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight. We expect a high work rate among these two fighters. Now, do you want to see that same work rate throughout the whole fight? Or is that your expectation?
I'd love to, because we'd be having a good time, and our fans, they're going to enjoy it.
And he returns on that exchange. Oh, he did not see that right hand at all. He may want to tie up. Good block. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. What happened to the get-to-know-ya? They're getting to know each other real quick here.
Unbelievable. I feel like I'm at a fancy restaurant, and we've already had 4 courses, and the chef came out and said, hey, don't be full yet. You got 8 more to go.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by the Brown Bomber. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Peters is still shaking after feeling that uppercut. Teddy, how do you see this fight? It seems like a fight that should go the distance. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I would say so, because first of all, the styles. You know, both these guys are pretty good defensively. Both these guys have the mentality where they're ready for a long night.
1 minute to go in this round. Neither man has decided to slow down at all. Oh, boy, what a round. Fires right back at him. Again to the melon. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Good looking counterpunch. The Brown Bombers got to deal with the swelling now. We'll see how he reacts. Last 10 seconds of this first round. We come to the end of this round. Teddy, a round in which maybe a lot of trainers don't like to see because it was a very busy round for both guys.
Well, it depends what kind of style, what kind of strength your fighter has, or even what kind of weaknesses. If I had a guy who likes to box, who likes to counterpunch, I want a guy coming at him, not with a lot of TNT in his gloves, but coming forward where my guy is well suited. He can pick him off a little bit.
Well done that time, landing the counterpunch. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by the Brown Bomber. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. It's been a recent trend, Teddy, where we've seen in the heavyweight division
a lot of Eastern Europeans dominating. Why do you think that is?
Same thing in basketball. I don't think they're the better athletes, but you know what? There's an urgency. There's a real hunger. This is their opportunity. The fighters over here, and the basketball players for that part, they have too many options here. Over there, they make the most of it, and fundamentally, they're very sound.
Good defense, just covering up down low. Halfway through round number 2. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by the Brown Bomber. And a smart counterpunch by Peters.
How is he taking these kind of shots and just dismissing them? What a chin on this guy.
Yeah, well, what a neck on him. Look at that neck. I mean, it's about 19 inches. That is the shock absorber. But the rest of it is he's seeing it. He has good vision. He sees the shots coming, and he's making up his mind. They're not taking him anywhere.
He got hit, but he sends it right back. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Able to defend and then go on the offensive.
Teddy, is it possible that he didn't respect this fighter coming into the fight? Now, I know a lot of people would say, yeah, he's ahead on the scorecards. But you can just see the style of fight that this is, Ben. He's being tested.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of two things. This guy being better than his record would indicate, and what you touched on, that he's a human being like anybody else. We look at the guy's record, we think of what kind of fight it's going to be. He looked at it, he thought it was going to be a little easier than it's turning out.
This round comes to an end here. Joe Tessitore sitting ringside as always with Teddy Atlas. Love coming to this fight venue. We always have a great time when we come to town, with the exception of having to pay the bill for our entire crew on the night before when they take us out to a steak dinner.
Yeah, you know, they remind me of fighters a little bit. You know, the fighters that we see that have every once in a while, very short arms. You know,
They do.
These guys,
They don't have the reach.
No,
they can't
don't.
reach for the wallet.
No, they don't. And I tell you, they would be great on the inside. Really great. I wish I could put them on the inside in the kitchen where I didn't have to take care of them at the table, but great guys.
Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Blocks that punch. Good-looking counter punch. The Brown Bomber's jab continues to carry the day. He's wanted it, he's got it. And now he's acting like a fighter, coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Punches and bunches, combination up top. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Look at him put his punches together. Now this is exactly what I love out of an offensive fighter, Teddy. A guy who's able to put together the multi-punch combinations and make it look like it's just the sweet science.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you can do when you have good fundamentals. Not just good physical ability. That's only part of the equation. But just good technical ability. And that's what he's doing. He's snapping his punches. They're nice and clean. They're crisp. They're short. They're together.
And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counterpunch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
The Brown Bomber's ability
to stay on the outside and to score and control this fight is very impressive. I know as a trainer, you got to love this.
Yeah, exactly. I think that he watched Clint Eastwood in Dirty Harry. You know, Clint Eastwood used to say, a man must know his limitations. And, of course, you have to know your adversary's weaknesses. Well, right now, that homework, that understanding is showing up.
How about a return to sender with the left hand? And a sharp counterpunch by Peter. End of the round here, a round that saw a lot of action, the kind of round that fans pay to be here to see.
Well, these are TV-friendly fighters, and we figured that coming in.
Keeping his hands up, getting away of his opponent's effort. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Fires right back at him. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Peters is just not landing any body punches in this fight.
Well, he looks like a guy who hasn't been taught that. We're getting a little bit of an x-ray, a little bit of a peek into what his trainers show him in the gym or what they don't show him.
More than one, and it's just what he wants. Peters' movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. Able to cut down that ring and just push his opponent against the ropes. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Halfway through this round. And the old 1-2 by Peters. Good block. That was not well targeted by Peters. On the mark, the counter punch by Peters. Blocked there by the Cobra. A well-placed left hand by Peters. That right hand is becoming a crutch. He can just lean on it now. Lands flush with the combination upstairs. Round comes to an end. And that's one of those rounds, Teddy, that just takes on a certain style, a certain characteristic, and that was a busy one.
Yeah, it was a busy one. Look, Joe, you don't have to look for these guys. They're right there in front of you.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think sometimes you just get those rounds where it all happens?
Because of styles. You know, styles make fights. In this case, you're seeing proof of that right there. Both guys that are aggressive, both guys that are very confident.
Blocks the headshot. Teddy, is this becoming a mental thing with him? I mean, he's not firing off the big power punches. I got to wonder why.
You know, that's a good question. Sometimes a guy is making a silent agreement in his mind that maybe if I don't hit him hard, he won't hit me hard back. He's not confident enough now to throw the punches without worrying about what will come back at him.
Smart counterpunch by Peter. Teddy, you know what I'm so impressed by? Obviously, the pace of this fight is just ridiculous. But how hungry these guys are. How badly each guy wants it.
Joe, this is the kind of fight that it has nothing to do about money. It has everything to do about legacy. How they're going to be remembered.
Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. Good block there by Peter. Oh, he is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. Peters is mounting a comeback here, Teddy. Things were going against him. Now the tide is turned.
Good things come to those who wait or those who persevere. He persevered, good things are happening.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by the Brown Bomber. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
He took a go of it to the body, but came up empty.
Keep moving.
There he is on the inside, doing well. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counterpunch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
Teddy's having a field day. He's peppering him with shots from the outside.
Well, when did we all of a sudden show up at a bull ring? Because I'm watching a matador right now control that bull and not letting that bull get near where he can gore him.
Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Nothing there on the punch by Peters. Well, we told you it could be this kind of fight, and as advertised thus far. Nice block by Peters. No, he missed that right. The Brown Bomber's making me real curious here, Teddy. I wonder, should he be sticking with this style after being rocked in this fight?
It's still early enough. I would say yes. You know, you don't want to panic. You don't want to just throw everything overboard. You want to stay with what brought you here. Hey, he's been taught this not for hours, not for days, not for weeks. You know, months and years he's been taught this. You don't throw it out. You stay with it.
Rid of that. It was intended for his head. 90 seconds to go here in this round. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Very nice defensive guard there. And there's the left hand working well for him again. Just well-timed, well-placed punches time and time again right now. Very accurate.
Yeah, very accurate, Joe. He's really placing his punches. He's thinking it out. He's seeing the picture, and he knows exactly where he wants to put them.
Devastating blow by Peters. Peters has got to deal with a cut cheek. He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back.
has been a hotly contested war throughout, and you just have a sense that it's going to end at any moment in these later rounds.
Yeah, these guys are not saving anything. They're going for broke right from the beginning.
Able to dismiss that body shot. Comes right back with some offense of his own.
Keep your head moving.
Peters' movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Peters' opponent is having a field day here. I mean, just so accurate upstairs, but there's one reason he's so accurate. He's not moving his head.
No, he's not at all. And if he's not going to move his head, at least do something else. Catch and pitch. What I mean by that, Joe, is block and then pitch right back. Keep your opponent honest. He's not doing that either.
Comes right back with a shot of his own. Gets rid of that effort. The Brown Bombers doing really well on the outside, utilizing his jab. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Nice block by Peters. Nice block by the Cobra. What a great round. 2 minutes in, 60 seconds to go. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Good way to protect the midsection. End of the round here. And as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down, because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was. And, you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end, where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
Oh! A big body shot. Not able to connect with the uppercut. The Brown Bombers whiffing there. A big, wide, sweeping shot. I mean, perfect to counter against.
Yes, it is, and you know it's only a matter of time. You know, that goes into the old computer, the old plane, where the guy remembers that, and the next time he's going to capitalize on it.
Get rid of that one. He has to be better defensively, Teddy. You can see the damage that his eye has taken. The swelling's getting really bad. How does he do that? How does he shore up that defense?
Well, first of all, he's got to stop moving that head. He's standing too straight up. If he gets a little head movement, a lot of those punches that are landing, they'll start going over the shoulder.
some fine work right there by Peters. Oh, look at that. They exchange hooks. The Brown Bombers doing a good job tonight on the outside. He's able to score from the outside, keeping a safe distance away from his opponent. End of the round here, a round that saw a lot of action. The kind of round that fans pay to be here to see.
Well, these are TV-friendly fighters, and we figured that coming in.
Able to cover up that gut. Targeting that head with the combination punching. And that's where he wants his man opposite him, right against the ropes. Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. Now there's some blood, but it's underneath the eye. It's on the cheek, so it's not going to impair his vision. Showing you some defense there with the block. Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Well, he's told us all along the strategy is to fight on the outside. He cannot be smothered like that. That's why you see him pushing away and shoving his man back. One minute to go in this round. Neither man has decided to slow down at all. Oh, boy, what a round. Blocks the headshot. Very well done by both men to fire off those right hands. Good way to protect the midsection. Throws a counter punch there. The end to another very entertaining round in what has been a very entertaining fight. A fight where there's just bad intentions. The fight that just doesn't have the feel of a fight that's going to be a decision win for somebody. Looks like somebody's going to get stopped.
Right from the beginning, they've been fighting with desperation. Like going the decision, as you just touched on, has not been in their minds at all.
Brown Bombers learning a real hard lesson here, and it's that a corner man can only do so much when you're dealing with this amount of swelling around the eye.
Yeah, you have that end swell in the corner. Of course, it's a piece of metal that you put in ice. It gets very cold. It retains the cold, and you place it on the swelling. But once it gets started, as you alluded to, Joe, it's tough to stop it. You got to get that ice or get that end swell on it early on before that swelling gets started, before it gets to this kind of place.
Good block by the Cobra. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Scores with the combo to the head. Good block there by Peters. Way to block there. Peters is really being tested, and it may be a test that he actually failed before this fight, because I don't know that he came in tip-top shape. I just don't like the way he looks in terms of being a well-conditioned athlete right now.
Yeah, well, he looks a little soft. We talked about that. He looks like his body tone's not what it could have been, and also his weight was a little heavy. He's paying a price in those areas right now.
Come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down blue and red corner what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Able to dismiss that body shot. Well-placed counterpunch by Peters. We got an interesting fight here. It looks like one man is seemingly in control, but the other is still live, is still game, is still capable. May need to hit that jackpot, though.
Well, he probably does need that knockout. So right now he has to adjust his game plan, his thinking a little bit. He's got to look for a spot to land one big shot. Maybe when he's pulling out.
Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Southpaw right jab, then the left hand. Seconds to go in what has been a toe-to-toe war. Oh, what a great round. Able to dismiss it. Block that time. It was intended to the head. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Back at him with a left hand. What a good war this has been. What a good, solid fight it's been. The kind of fight that tells me somebody wants to get rid of the other guy.
It almost looks like they made a deal where neither one could win by decision, where if they didn't win by knockout, it doesn't count.
Nice block by Peters. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Unless there's some sort of stunning one punch here that we can't see coming, this has the feel of a distance fight, doesn't it?
Yeah, unless it has a kind of, punch that they can't see coming, not us. Forget about that. We don't see it coming. That's okay. But if one of those guys don't see it coming, well, that's the only way that you're going to get a knockout. If a flying punch comes out of nowhere.
This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
So you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
Last round of an entertaining fight. Now, for the judges' scores, let's send it up to the ring announcer.
All three judges score the fight a unanimous decision. Your winner, the Brown Bomber.
He's your winner by unanimous decision, Teddy.
Well, the question from the beginning was, could he get inside and make it his kind of fight? He did.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We'll see you next time ringside.